traffic and conversions. So I'm going to go and share my screen. This is one of the first or second times I've done this, so bear with me if we have any technical difficulties. Brother Dar, I appreciate you coming on. We're going to be talking about traffic and conversions today. So I'm going to give you guys a great traffic source along with this training. But let's jump right into the training and get things started. Now, if this is your first time watching, it would be greatly appreciated if you put a 1 in the comment section. If you're catching this on the replay, just make sure you type in replay and tell me where you're coming from. So we're going to jump right into the training. We're going to go to my whiteboard. So hopefully this is working. Now I'm going to go over the basics of how you create an offer. Now this works no matter what kind of business you have, whether you are an affiliate marketer selling somebody else's products, or you have your own company and you're trying to promote your own products and services, or if you're promoting any kind of businesses, like if you're a network marketer, this works for virtually any type of business. It even works for brick and mortar businesses if you're doing anything online where you're marketing, trying to find your customers and your clients. So I'm going to go over the basics. What you see right here, I got this little box here. All of your traffic is going to go to a landing page, and some of you have seen this before. I'm going to keep preaching it, because if you do it any other way, you're going to waste traffic. And if you're paying for traffic, you definitely don't want to do that. But even with free traffic, you want to be able to maximize your efforts. So you send all your traffic to a landing page. Then that takes you you send them to your offer. And there's several ways to do that. The way that I do it is I have an autoresponder. When the person opt-ins and gives me their email address, it goes directly to my autoresponder where I'm building my list. And usually I have a couple of emails, some kind of sequence set up for whatever offer I'm working on. And I send them an email with a link to the offer. And some of them are going to take that offer, and I'm going to generate some type of commission or earn some type of money. Now, the other thing, now take a look at this whole diagram, because this is going to help you to convert more of your traffic. So just kind of bear with me. So the way this process goes, it goes to a landing page, to your offer, hopefully to some money. Then you also want that person opting in, going into your autoresponder to your list. And if you're sending them to that offer and you're not giving them an email, another way to do that is you want to have that offer at your central hub. Now your central hub is your own piece of real estate that you own on the internet. It's not your Facebook fan page. It's not any place where it's hosted somewhere where you have no control over it. That is not your hub. You want like a blog or some type of website that you have paid for, and you can send people to that hub. And this where these different arrows here where you see it going down to this word, this is indoctrinate. I know I didn't spell it very well. But when you immediately go to that, if they go into that autoresponder, they're going to get an email sequence, and that's going to indoctrinate them into who you are, what you're about, what you're promoting. And also, you're going to send them back to your hub. So you want to have that hub. And again, it can't be anything on social media, because you don't control any of those channels. And that hub can go back and forth, where it's sending you back into other offers that complement the first offer. Or you're simply providing value to them. You're giving them information and free trainings and videos and things of that like. So that thing is a never-ending circle going back and forth. And that indoctrinates people into your world and into your business, whatever that is. Now, the next thing you see over here, I've got cold. What I've got is you have what type of ads. And the very first ad that you want to do is what we call cold traffic. Cold traffic is people that don't have a clue who you are. They don't know anything about you. And you can do that several ways. You can do that through putting it on advertising networks. You can do banner ads. You can also do, if you have a fan page, you can do posts on your fan page with an ad type. Facebook ads is a great way to find your customers. That's one of the best things about Facebook. But Facebook ads, the guidelines and things change all the time. Algorithms change, so that's not the best way to go unless you become an expert at it. And if you stay on top of the changes, you can use Facebook. But this is primarily what we're talking about: cold traffic, free traffic that you generate where you're going to send people directly to your landing page. The next type of ad, because these are all ads, 1 through 4 are ads, and then 5 and 6, we'll get into that in a minute. But cold traffic ads are the first one. The next type of ad you want to run or you want to put out there is a value ad. And that goes back to what we're talking about, indoctrination, where you want to provide value to your customers and your prospects. You know, because most people are not going to bite the first time you show them something. They have to look at it several times before they make a decision. So you want to provide value to keep them engaged and indoctrinate them and let them know that, look, I'm not just trying to make money, unless that's your main purpose. If you're trying to generate income and you don't care about your audience or your prospects or your customers, you're not going to be in business very long, because people always know we're trying to make money. That's a given. We're all in business for that. The next one is an endorsed ad. Now, an endorsed ad comes where you've contacted some type of influencer. Whether it be a YouTube influencer, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of these social media channels have people who seem to have huge followings and huge subscription lists, and you can tap into that. But that, of course, is not free unless it's somebody that you're friends with. But most of the time, you're going to have to offer them some type of compensation to get access to their people. Number 4 is an endorsed. I got EV. I didn't write it out because, you know, my writing is really terrible here. But EV stands for endorsed and value ads, which goes back to now you've got someone, some type of influencer. You've started a relationship with them, and now you can not only send an endorsed ad to your offer, but you also want to send value, something of value to them, whether it's free training or something that complements the first offer. And that's how you get to number 5, where you start indoctrinating them into your world. And if you do this properly and you do it the way it's set up here, then eventually you will turn some of those prospects and leads into customers and raving fans. Now, I said I was going to talk, we talked about influencer traffic. Influencer traffic is the source for this type of traffic. This is one source you can use. Oh, my spelling is awful. Influencer. Just bear with me, guys. I just got to spell it out. Influencer traffic. That's going to be your source. And now, one place that I recommend is YouTube. Because here's the thing. If you have, and this works really well if you are doing any kind of video ads, and then you have an AdWords account where you can promote that video as well. But you can get you can tap into somebody else's list or their visitors. And let's just say that you're able to get 1,000 people, you know. And the normal expectation of a really good marketer is going to be able to get maybe 30% opt-ins on their landing page or whatever their offer is. Now that means, let's say if it was 1,000 people, that means 700 people didn't take a bite, they didn't opt in. Now here's the advanced thing. You want to send those 700 people, they need to go into a retargeting pool campaign. Now you have to have retargeting software, not software, but you have to have access to a retargeting platform. Now, there are several platforms out there. You can use AdRoll. That's the number 1. There's a couple of others that you can use. But if you're not doing this type of marketing, guys, what you're doing is you're bleeding traffic and you're just wasting money, especially if you're spending money. Because if you're only getting 30%, which is what some of the top people do, and your numbers will probably be a little bit lower. You may get only 20% or 15%. So that means 85 to 80% of the traffic that you are purchasing, or even free traffic, they're not doing anything, and you have no way to re-engage them. You have no way to bring them into your world where you can indoctrinate them and possibly turn them into your customers and your raving fans. So this is the technique, and this is the strategy of how to take cold traffic, using cold traffic ads, then step up to value ads, and then you do an endorsed ad, and then finally that endorsed value ad And as you're retargeting these people, they keep seeing your stuff, and some of them will come back to it, and they eventually will become those customers and those fans. And that is one of the ways that you don't waste traffic, that you maximize everything that you're doing, especially when you're doing paid traffic. That's where a lot of people make the mistake, especially with Facebook. They go in and they create a Facebook ad, they run their ad, they get whatever they get, and they don't take the time to do any type of retargeting. Or one of the other things that Facebook does, it gives you an opportunity to build a custom audience from the ads that you're running. But I'm not going to go into that kind of training. I do have what I do have to offer you is an opportunity to get some free Facebook PPC training from guy Adrian Morrison. He is one of the masters of Facebook advertising. If you're interested in taking a look at that for free, just put Facebook PPC in the comments, and I'll shoot the link over to you where you can go take a look at that. And that is 100% free, guys. So you can. I always like to bring some value along and give you something extra on top of what I'm trying to share with you. And let me finally say, if you take this training and you don't implement it, then it doesn't do a thing for you. As I learn these things and I try these strategies out and I see that they start to work for me, that's when I decide I'm going to share something that I know is working for me. And it's all according to how much you want to invest in yourself. And the most important value, the most important asset you have is the investments in your education and how to learn how to use the tools and how to use these strategies to maximize your efforts when you're marketing online. This is a tough business. There's lots of people out there who are doing the exact same thing. Some people are promoting the exact same products or services. So there's competition out there, and you want to step out above the crowd, and you want to be able to maximize your efforts. So this is one of those strategies. Some people call it boss traffic. I don't really necessarily like that word boss. That's kind of a slave word for me. But, this is a advanced traffic strategy, and it does take a certain kind of setup because, one, you've got to have the ability to create a custom landing page. It works a whole lot better because we're talking about branding yourself and stepping out from the crowd. You also have to have your autoresponder so you can build your list. You also need to have that central hub, which is some type of website that you own, where you have your own domain or something along those lines. And as you're indoctrinating them through your autoresponder and your central hub, you can curate those people and you can create those customers and those raving fans. Well, this is pretty much all I have for you today. I appreciate everybody who came on live. If you're watching this on the replay, put replay in the comment section. If you find value in this, if this has opened your eyes up to some new things and you think somebody else will appreciate it or benefit from it, please share it. Please give me your comments, like, comment, and share. And as always, remember my motto: the shortest distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So take some action on this stuff, guys, today. Don't sleep on it. It does work.